Hello everybody, welcome back to the Craft Beer Hub. Today we've got another beer review for you, and this beer is a brand new beer into Morrisons. I believe it's going to go into Marks and Spencer. Was it Waitrose? Could have been Waitrose. I believe it's going to go into Waitrose or Marks and Spencer's. I can't remember which. But it's a beer from Wild Beer Company, or the Wild Beer Company. I actually had this beer at GBBF. I'm filming this 6 days after coming back from GBBF. I saw this on the shelf. I had it on keg at GBBF. I saw it on the shelf. I thought I'd buy it because, yeah, I was just really interested. This beer is Under the Sun. It's a hazy or session hazy IPA at 4.7%. It was about £3.50. And yeah, I just really wanted to pick it up. Let's get it open then. Boom, there we go. Lovely smoky can opening. Where are we going to go? What glass? I've got the one down here. I've got my Twisted Hops Allegra glass for this because I really want to swish it around and give it a smell, because at GBBF I didn't really do that because, number one, there's just so many smells in one of those places, isn't there? Like, you can't really, you know, there's so much going on, there's noise, you can't really concentrate. So yeah, I really wanted to give this a good swill around the glass, just to get all those aromas. Boom, there we go. Well, they said Session Hazy IPA, and they're not lying. There's a nice bit of carbonation in there. It's probably, it's super hazy. It's really making the beer dark. But actually, if you were probably to have a good hard look at the beer, it's probably hazy straw coloured. We've got a 2-finger white head. It just looks like a very good beer in the glass. Wild Beer Company generally, I like their beers. I really do. I wouldn't consider them like a supermarket. I mean, Northern Monk and North and Salt I would consider as sort of predominantly supermarket breweries. I know Northern Monk do a lot of other stuff. Salt don't seem to do too much out the supermarket for me. And North, they're kind of in the salt bracket, but they're all very good. They're all very good breweries. But Wild Beer Company, I think some of their New Zealand IPA was insane. I think they've done a West Coast as well, which was lovely. They know how to brew beer. They absolutely know how to brew beer, and it stands up in the wider craft beer world for me. So yeah, anytime I see a Wild Beer Company beer on the shelves in the supermarket, you just got to buy it, haven't you? Right, let's get the aroma then. Let's swoosh around. Yeah. It's just another one of those fruit cocktail beers. Lovely aroma of peach in there. But it is your mangoes, it is your passion fruits. There's normally pineapple. Not getting much pineapple. Peach, mango and passion fruit, I'd probably say. It smells soft. I know this is going to be a soft beer. It just smells soft. Sweet malts, you can smell them. Yeah, just smells absolutely amazing. Let's not waste any more time. Look at it. It's absolute soup. Let's get into it then. Cheers. I didn't talk much about carbonation. I should have said, it's 4.7%. I think I did say that. Couldn't really see the carbonation. But it's a subtle carbonation in the mouth. First impressions are, it probably was, and this is always going to be the case generally with most things, it's probably a little bit better out of the keg. But yeah, it's still lovely. It's sweet and malty to start with. Then that fruit cocktail concoction comes straight through. There is pineapple in the flavour that I wasn't getting in the aroma. There's your mango. The peach has gone missing for me. Yeah, I feel like the peach has gone missing a little bit, which I'm a bit disappointed about because I love the taste of peach. Definitely kind of like, if you've ever eaten an unripe passion fruit and it's got that bit of sort of, not sourness, but it's got that kind of bitterness to it. Bitter pineapple is probably what I would say. And a nice whack of bitterness. I think the mouthfeel is nice and soft in the mouth, especially for a session IPA. That they tend to be a bit weak, don't they, session IPAs? But there is a nice soft, I'm not going to say pillowy because it's not, and I'm not going to say soup because it's not. It's kind of got that, what would you say, like, you know, got concentrated fruit juice. Freshly squeezed orange juice is thick, excuse me, but concentrated it's a bit more watery. It's definitely kind of got that. There's a bitter bite in there, basically. Excuse me, I'm burping like mad. It's not pillowy soft, but it is soft for a session IPA. You know, sometimes session IPAs are just a bit loose in the mouth and a bit non-eventful. This is anything but. And it's definitely got something that I'm only just picking up. There's definitely a pininess to it before the bitterness. I'd say this is a straight down the middle IPA. Just an IPA. It's not a West Coast. It's not an East Coast. If anything, it's probably leaning a little bit more towards the East Coast. But West Coast, it's kind of got the piney bitterness. But there isn't that kind that kind of orangey marmalade-y front end of a West Coast. This is nice and sweet, nice and tropical as an East Coast should be, and then there's that piney, bitter back end from a West Coast. Have I had a better session IPA this year? Oh, just trying to think. It's so hard to think. I drink so many beers. I can't put my finger on one. That's all I can say. I can't put my finger on one. This has got everything that... there's a lot of bad session IPAs out there, and this has got everything that they're missing. This has got flavour front and back, bitterness, a bit of bite to it. Hot, just the quality of the beer is good. The malt, the sweet malts are lovely to start with. Yeah. This is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, that is just cracking. I mean, 4.7%. Just to give you an idea. What was that? What was that IPA? Where is it? I've got another one here. So this is the thing with beer styles and ABVs and everything else. That Loch Lomond coconut IPA that was in Lidl's Craft Beer Festival, that was a great tasting beer. I said at the time it was too light. It was too light, and there wasn't enough in it for me to be an IPA. That's 4.5%. That's 4.5%. They've called it an IPA, and this is 4.7. They've called it a session IPA. In terms of quality, that wipes the absolute floor with anything like that. I'm running out of things to say about this beer. It's just bloody lovely. Yeah, so how would I rate it then? In my opinion, I've drunk so many session IPAs that out of bottle shop and supermarket and budget supermarket that have missed the mark. Even the bottle shop stuff that's £3.54 plus a can. I think this might be the new benchmark. Session IPAs seem to be a bit of an excuse for breweries to get away with a few things in terms of quality, mouthfeel, etc. I think this is absolutely bang on the money. I think a new benchmark has been set. I know I give away a lot of 5 out of 5s on this thing. But here's another one. It's 5 out of 5. Honestly, I've not had I can't think of a better session IPA that I've had this year, even ever. I had a Neon Raptor beer called On the Radio. That was probably had a bit more quality than this. But for the money, the Neon Raptor beer was £4 plus, I think. This is nearly, it's 50 pence, maybe even a quid cheaper. For the money, I think I've just got to give it 5 out of 5. I can't fault it. It's got mouthfeel, the hop quality's there, the sweet malts are there. It's complex. It's not watery at all. Yeah, this just is just absolutely lovely. Wild Beer Co., that is an absolute stunner. I do have the benefit, I will say this actually, I do have the benefit of having tasted it out of a keg, and it was lovely. It was absolutely lovely. But out of a can, it's just sensational. Like it's still really, really good. I say it's sensational. It is sensational, but obviously keg was probably better. But you got to think I'm doing this beer review on cost and availability and everything. Yeah, best session IPA I've had in a long time. I had that Neon Raptor beer getting on for a year ago, and I can't think of another session IPA that I've had that's better than this. This really is, and this is available in a supermarket, guys. Right, a supermarket. Yeah, absolutely insane. Wild Beer Co., that's absolutely lovely. I can't fault it. 5 out of 5 from the Craft Beer Hub. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I highly recommend you get this and come back to this video. If you've watched this and you drink this, come back to this video and tell me what you think. Yeah, absolute quality for me. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, I'd really appreciate it as well. We're somehow on the way to 500, which is insane. So thank you, every single one of you. Honestly, it means the world to me. Thank you. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.